On September 1st, 2022, at 9:11 a.m., the first earthquake occurred near Israel. Hours later, news agencies started reporting moderate earthquakes occurring across the globe. The magnitude of the quakes ranged from 5 to 6.5 on the Richter scale. Now, earthquakes are a common occurrence in many parts of the planet. Quakes under 5 are considered minor, with minimal damage expected. Quakes of 5 to 6 are considered moderate, with some damage to old or poorly engineered structures expected. An earthquake with a magnitude of 6 to 7 is considered a strong quake, with moderate damage to buildings expected. And any earthquake of 7 plus is considered a major event with serious damage to most buildings and could likely result in loss of life. So while the quakes were certainly significant, they were not especially alarming. The main newsworthy thing about them was the sheer number and the fact they all happened within 24 hours of each other. One fascinating thing about the series of earthquakes was the way they traveled in a wave around the globe. The first quake occurred near Israel, and the quakes radiated clockwise around the planet over a 24-hour period. When people started asking questions about the quakes and expressing concerns it could be a precursor to some type of end-of-world event, the U.S. Geologic Service was quick to step in to calm fears. Their initial report was just a brief statement stating there was nothing to be concerned about. On September 3rd, a senior member followed up and said that after careful review of the data, it had been determined the quakes were a result of a magnetic anomaly in the Earth's core triggered by a solar flare. They reported, although not common, similar events have happened before, and there was absolutely nothing citizens should be alarmed by. Government agencies around the globe followed suit, and within a day or two, people went about their lives assuming there was nothing wrong. Little did people know how serious the quakes were and what was coming next. 3 days after the quakes, just as the news was fading from the usual news channels, something very peculiar happened. A personal tweet by a senior U.S. Geological Service spokesperson was leaked by a conservative news agency. The tweet was addressed to a personal friend. The identity of the person the tweet was sent to was unknown, and only the first name of John was used. Their screen name was 1310.12-GB, which only added more mystery to the very unusual tweet. The post had the usual pleasantries, but then changed tone dramatically. The last sentence of the tweet said, "John, this series of quakes is the most unusual thing I've seen in 40 years of public service, and it has the familiar stink of a cover-up." Now that last comment was like a bomb and quickly circulated across social media worldwide. The fact that the senior USGS employee retired less than a week later only added gasoline to the fire and was the first indication that there might be more to the story than the government was telling us. So what you listened to was the introduction of a fictional book that I've written. It's been a fun project I've worked on. It's just something I wanted to do just for fun, and I thought I'd share it with the audience. For UFOs Above Us, this is Matt, reminding everybody, though, keep watching those skies. The answers we're looking for really are up there.